Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to the University of Adelaide graduation ceremony. This morning's ceremony is for graduates from the Faculty of the Professions. The ceremony will commence very shortly. The University has a contract photographer to provide photography service during the ceremony. If you wish to take photos during the ceremony, I would ask that you do so discreetly from your seat, and please do not use flash. To maintain the ceremony's decorum, could you also please switch off your mobile phones? For safety reasons, I would ask guests not to enter the galleries upstairs, and please do not sit on the steps in the balcony area. In the event of an emergency, please follow the instructions of the security officers and the ushers. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the academic procession, which is about to enter the hall. Please remain standing for the Australian National Anthem. You are encouraged to join in the singing. The text of the anthem is printed on page 3 of your graduation programme. Please rise for the academic procession.
I, Robert Murray Hill, Chancellor of the University of Adelaide, declare this congregation to be in session. Distinguished guests, parents, relatives, friends, and especially graduates, welcome to the University of Adelaide's graduation ceremony. I wish to acknowledge the Kaurna people, the original custodians of the Adelaide Plains, and the land on which the University of Adelaide's campuses at North Terrace, Waite, Theberton and Roseworthy are built. Graduates, your graduation is an event in which you and your family and friends can take great pride. It's also a source of pride and satisfaction for the University of Adelaide. Graduation Day is an opportunity for you to reflect both on the past and on the future. This may well be a very significant change in direction in your life. Whatever directions your life may take, the skills that you've acquired and developed here will stand you in good stead, not only in your working and professional life, but in life generally. It now gives me great pleasure to introduce to you today's graduation speaker, the Lord Mayor of Adelaide, Stephen Yarwood. Councillor Yarwood is the youngest Lord Mayor in the city's history, elected to office in 2010 after just 3 years on council. A former town planner with nearly 20 years' experience in state and local government, Councillor Yarwood has dedicated his professional life to developing cities. He has a graduate diploma in environmental studies from the University of Adelaide, as well as postgraduate qualifications in regional and urban planning and environmental studies. Councillor Yarwood's professional life has been a varied and creative one, with positions ranging from working at a photographic studio during his undergraduate university days to lecturing in urban development planning in Thailand and Singapore. We're privileged to hear him speak today. Please welcome the Lord Mayor of Adelaide, Stephen Yarwood.
Thank you very much, Chancellor. I'd like to acknowledge the Chancellor, the Honourable Robert Hill, and the Vice-Chancellor and President, Professor Warren Bebbington, all of the distinguished guests, members of staff, and if I can be so cheeky, most importantly and especially the graduates today. Now, that's the first time my career started in photography has ever been mentioned in my introductions, so that's not in my profile anywhere on the internet. You have a copy of my CV, I can tell. So that's, it's a research institution, that's very clear. So I'm very impressed, and I guess it says something about the research nature of the Adelaide University and why we're here today. Now, firstly, I really want to stress this, I want to congratulate everyone who is graduating today. It's a very proud day, it's a very exciting day, and it's a privilege to be here with you today to celebrate that day. I really wanted to talk very briefly about my experiences of studying and where it's got me today. I was a public school boy, went to McGill Primary School and Norwood High School, never particularly excelled, or I was never on top of the class, but had an opportunity to go to university and follow my passion, which is the future of cities. And it's not until I got to university that I really started to excel and discover what I was good at. And I think what's truly wonderful about university is the opportunity for you to discover who you are and what your destiny is, and study the things that are really, really important to you. I've gone on from not just doing undergraduates to studying all the course requirements for an MBA. I'm yet to graduate. I have to admit the last couple of years have been particularly busy, but the MBA in particular here at the University of Adelaide has been very influential. And I wanted to share with you some thoughts that when I was running for Lord Mayor, I've developed as a result of my studies in leadership through my Masters of Business Administration. And it's all about being authentic. Now, I think we will learn lots of things when we go to university. Some of it we will remember, some of it we will forget, some of it we'll want to forget, and some things we'll be thinking, if only I could remember that. But there are a set of values that I think you should take with you: an authenticity, a belief in yourself, and a vision about the person you want to be. And for me, I think that is, in principle, the most important thing that you will take from university. And so I really wanted to share with you some thoughts that I penned, and hopefully one or two of these words will inspire you and be something that you'll focus on. The first is commitment. It's all about being ethical, hardworking, and being self-disciplined and actually focusing. It's very easy to avoid focusing on what you want to achieve or put it off until tomorrow, but it's really that hard work that will get you the outcomes, and being absolutely focused and determined and having that commitment. It gets results. Teamwork. Now, this is a very, very important one. Something I learnt when I was elected to council is that the more you give, the more you get back. You can't go it alone, and it really is about getting people to work together. And that's what Adelaide City Council is certainly doing now, working with the state government, working with the businesses in the city, and working with the community to build an Adelaide we all want to see. Communication, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I have to say I bet most of these graduates here would know more about technology than their parents or the people they're even about to work for, and communication is evolving really rapidly at the moment. And the need for you to connect with the people that work for you and work with you, but also to listen and to learn, and actively listen and encourage others to do the same. So communication and not being afraid to speak your mind and share thoughts to get people to work together. I've also put in there customer service. Treat people with respect and focus on providing solutions. It's very easy to find problems, but it's more important to realise that when you're dealing with people, that you should be courteous and you should actually focus on providing a good service. I've also put in there efficiency. Strive to be prudent, competitive and efficient as possible. We live in a 21st century restrained economy where resources are going to be increasingly restrained. We talk about peak oil, but the truth is it's going to be peak everything, and we need to look at energy efficiency, resource efficiency, and we need to strive when we work to be as efficient in our time as possible. One that I'm very, very passionate about is innovation. Be adaptable to change and strive for excellence. I think one thing that you have learnt in your time is to learn how to learn. It's not just about the information that you've had to absorb and then recite in exams and assignments. It's that process of being able to adapt and evolve as professionals in what will be an increasingly changing environment. Optimism, one that I'm really strong on as well, which is actually about being a happy and positive person. I think you need to not be afraid to have fun in your work, to be able to make jokes. I have to tell you, when I started as Lord Mayor and I cracked a few jokes, I got no laughs. No one ever expected a Lord Mayor to crack any jokes when he got up and speak. But you need to have fun, and frankly, if you're not having fun at work, you're not in the right job or you're not working the right way. You need to be able to leap out of bed in the morning and love what you're doing, and to create a culture of optimism with the people that you work for and with. Finally, it's all about, for me, motivation. And a wonderful quote I have is that people treated with respect can accomplish great things. So I really would encourage you all to have high aspirations, to challenge people to create opportunities, and to empower people to get results. It's very easy to tell people what to do, but it's a lot more exciting, and it's a lot better in terms of getting outcomes to motivate people to work together, and I think that is a really incredible thing. So hopefully one or two of those words would have stuck, but if you only remember one thing from my lessons that I've learned in my journey to become the Lord Mayor of Adelaide, it is about being authentic. You need to get out of bed in the morning and look in that mirror and believe in who you are, where you want to go in the world, and what you want to achieve to make a difference. And that's something that I hope you carry with you forever and a day. Finally, I do see lots of faces of people from cultures all over the world. We are really really privileged to be studying at this wonderful university. We really are now in the 5th most livable city on the face of the planet, in one of the top universities in the world, and now you are about to graduate and be one of the small elite group on the face of the planet that live in a great place, have studied in a great place, and now have university qualifications to take you forward. Don't forget how incredibly lucky we are, the mission that you have to make a difference to this world, the people around you, the communities you choose to be in. But finally, in closing, as the Lord Mayor of Adelaide, I'm incredibly and fiercely proud of this city, and I would actively encourage you, no matter where you go to the four corners of the world, please be ambassadors for this great city. Please get out there and say how Adelaide has changed your life, and make it an important part of a global dialogue in terms of study, information, and getting the best outcomes for this city, this nation, and this wonderful planet of ours. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the graduates and their families attending this morning's ceremony, I would like to thank Lord Mayor Stephen Yarwood for a stimulating and inspiring address. We are honoured that you have taken the time to join us on this special day and to share your thoughts and experiences with us. Your words of encouragement and advice are greatly appreciated, and so thank you for that. They remind us that education places upon each and every one of us an enduring responsibility to make the best possible society in every way that we can. Please join me in once again thanking Lord Mayor Stephen Yarwood for his remarks.
Chancellor, I, Professor Warren Bebbington, Vice-Chancellor and President of the University of Adelaide, certify to you and the whole university that the graduates who will be presented to you have all fulfilled the conditions prescribed for admission to the award for which they are so presented.
I, Robert Murray Hill, Chancellor of the University of Adelaide, by virtue of the power committed to me by the University, confirm that each graduate is admitted to the rank and privileges of a holder of the award in the University of Adelaide for which they are so presented.
I would ask you to please observe the university practice regarding applause for candidates of awards. For those receiving doctorates, you are invited to applaud each candidate as the Chancellor greets them. For the other awards, please reserve your applause for individual candidates until after the last candidate for a particular award has been presented. We will, however, understand if enthusiasm overwhelms you. Chancellor, I, Barry Bergen, Director of Business Development Faculty Professions, present to you graduates from the Business School. To the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for a thesis entitled An Empirical Examination of Informed Trading in the Option Market, Van T. Tang Lee. To the degree of Master of Applied Finance, Can Can Bien. Can Can also receives the Professional Certificate in International Trade. To the degree of Master of Business Administration Advanced, Pao Hyang Che. To the degree of Master of Business Administration, Grant Reginald Biggs. Jeremy Paul Brown. Joanne Bernadette Campriali. Shong Yung Choi. Jason Lindsay Clark. Elise Cora Davies. Kelly Ho. Mark Hubbard. Sada Samantha Kent. Chris Karen. Kalina Jane Lee. Matthew Gordon Lewis. Matthew also receives the Graduate Diploma in Business Administration. Andrew Robert McDonald. Anton Martinenko. Cassandra Lee Ristic. Cassandra also receives the Graduate Diploma in Business Administration. Matthew Garrett Rosie. Natalie Ann Salem. Anthony Carl Schaefer. Morris John Wilcox. And Conrad Matthew Wilkins. To the degree of Master of Commerce coursework, Wenjia Lee. Pengyan Lin. And Guan Yang. To the degree of Master of Commerce Marketing, Ji Li. Biwen Shi. Biwen also receives the Professional Certificate in International Trade. Yeling Tang. Jiao Wang. Meng Meng Jio. And Shan Zhu. To the degree of Master of International Business, Motazel Obadai. Cheong Soon Lee. Nathania Jia Ying Lee. And Siok Yi Tay. To the degree of Master of Commerce coursework, Shi Jiang. To the Graduate Diploma in Commerce, Ha Na Yu. To the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Jian Hu. Chio Ling Mei. Photius Matsiolidis. Koyohei Morishata. Mitchell Philip Nancy. Hannah DeRose Thomas. Lu Wang. Menxing Zhao. And Yufi Zhao. To the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Accounting, Hea Funga Afime Munga. Amy Chia Sin Tam. Mark William Becchetti. Mark George Boris. Aileen Bredeman. Joel William Bergen. Andrea Louise Callalung. And Gary Chenchuang Kao. Annabelle Kerry Carmichael. Annabelle also receives the Bachelor of Economics. Meng Chai, Ka Man Cheng, Alison Lee Chua, Andrew Rees Coleman, Christopher James Cavino, Casper Stewart Coxon, Michael David Crotty, Xiao Sui, Jason Lee Dean, Yi Ding, Tina Triarcha, Jessica McLean Doody, Stephen Robert Filkey, Waning Chan, Jialing Jao, Timothy Anthony Jennison, Emily Kate Gray, Nicholas Edward Green, Guan Yuzu, Ri Guo, Sun Yang Ho, Yui Hu, Yunyan Huang, Shishika Viraj Jayo Rikmama, Yingjia Ji, Lei Jin, Samuel William Knott, Cheng Yu Kung, Tat Fei Kwang, King Tun La, Patrick Tak Man Lee, Li Beng Chuan, Sheng Jin Lee, Chun Hua Lee, Li Qilang, Jian Liang, Sheldon Liu, Jingjing Lin, Lu Lin, Liu Jinchi, Jingbing Liu, Zhizheng Liu, Man Chun Liu, Shiji Liu, Zhenzhan Liu, Hui Shan Lo, Marie Logan, Jingru Lu, Kay Ma, Mei Trong Min Chu, Jennifer Claire Martin, Edward Andrew McGough, Alec William McKellar, Liam Anthony McNamara, Rui New, Felicia Chui Peng Pang, Yin Ying Pang, Dylan James Parham, Lu Peng. Cedar Peng. Megan Elizabeth Pennington. Withanagi Lakshistara Piyumalo Pirara. Nat Hong Pham. Christopher John Pirro. Yi Mian Chi. Mengyao Chiang. Xu Tin. Raja Nuzaria Raja Abdul Rahman. Andrew Rabia Razlan. Li Jing Ren. Dino Joseph Rossi. Shili Yuan. Jessica Shiwen. Jia Sheng. Kate Nicole Shilor. Taran Jamie Shimon. Taran also receives the Bachelor of Finance. Bhubaneswari Sonathapan. Yihui Sons. Yi Sun. Tam On Yue. Xia Ying Tang. Hua Mai Tang. Stephanie Tropiano. Yi Shan Chai. Jackie Chung. Wen Chang Wan. Duo Wang. Jia Wang. Xian Weng. Chao Wen. Christopher Gary White. Xiao Yu Wei. Benjamin Graham Wiley. Ting Ting Zia. Huai Xiang. Shou Xu. Yan Jia Zhu. Yi Jun Xu. Aiwa Yang. Mia Bing Yang. Yu Hang Yang. Qian Yia. Ying Feng. Hui Huan Yang. Jia Yu. Jing Xuan Yu. Lu Yu. Mo Zhang. Xuxiang Zhang. Zhenjun Zhao. Nan Zheng. Kan Zhu. Lilia Zhu. Shan Zhu, Jianfei Zhu, Xiao Zhu, Muhammad Safwan Zubair. To the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Corporate Finance, Elia Azat. G.K. Christopher James Eddington. Eric Xiam Shin Young. Reese Michael Evans. Samuel Jacob Huffer, Josephine Elizabeth Kirk, Kit Man Kwan, Lian Chuang Lee, Xiao Lin Lee, Lin Lin Lu, Benjamin Mackerel, Jessica Peter Moss, Tan Hai Mai, Ho Yi Tong, Yuji Wen, Weng Yu Wen, Wen Ting Xu, and Yun Shu Zheng. To the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, International Business, Lei Kwan Cho. Li Bo Dong. Consuelo Aline Fabrizio. Jaren Heng. Yi Ki Liang. Yong Jia Liang. Xiao Jing Liu. And Blake George Reeves. Shui Yan Sin, Louise Ann Victorison, Gregory Thomas Wiseman. Gregory also received a diploma in languages. And Yao Yu. To the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Management, Yameng Chen. Shizhei Wang, Nurul Ifa Idris, Yimeng Luo, Chung Yan Ma, Lauren Van Newmans, Fong Yin Wong, and Ove Xiang. To the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Marketing, Aris Bilkins. Jessica Marie Carpentieri. Cheng K.E. Joyce. Artem Dev. Jasprit Bakra Kaur. Timothy Gerard Clausen. Bridget Kelly Lack. Liz King Lan. Grace Lambert-Smith. Grace also receives a diploma in language. Carman Lee. Jian Long Lee. Lachlan James Muddy. Nellie Paylu Locke. Thomas Alexander Otis. Elaine Elin Craig. Alexander Peter Samuels Sillins. Cheng Cheng Sun. Shelley Lee Taylor. Nicole Marie Turnbull. And Madeline Kate Ty. To the degree of Master of Commerce Marketing, Ji Lee.
I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the mace bearer, the musicians and singer, and all staff and student volunteers who assisted in the organisation and running of the ceremony. I invite you all to light refreshments in the Eclipse function room on level 4 of the Union building on the lower level of the campus. The signage to direct you to Hub Central, where photographers, framing and other merchandise will be available. I have great pleasure in congratulating all the new graduates here today. As graduates of the University of Adelaide, you are also its alumni and ambassadors for the university. Over the years since the University of Adelaide was established, its alumni have made an enormous contribution to the community, both here and throughout the world. You have a stake in this great institution because the qualifications it has given you and your experience while here are yours for life. Your knowledge, friendship, active participation and interest in the university's ongoing development are very important to its continuing reputation and strength. I invite you to stay in contact with us via the online community, Adelaide Online, and you'll receive login details and a membership card over the next month. I ask the new graduates to remain seated and the audience to now stand and join me in congratulating the graduates on their achievements. Would the audience remain standing and the graduates now please stand for the academic procession followed by the VIP guests and graduates, and I now declare this congregation to be adjourned.